There is a problem in Abuja creative space. Too many talented people, too many silence. I have met filmmakers, designers, photographers, storytellers who are insanely good, but nobody knows them. Not because they are not talented, but because they are isolated. Everybody is in their shell. Everybody is doing their own thing, and nobody is building. Then I sat down with Martins and his team at Akadari, and I realized something. Akadari is filling the gap in Abuja.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
And he's also helping creatives, both young creative and so advanced creative, to also collaborate more and come out more.
Yes, that's true.
Break out from our shells and become more bold when we do what we do. This is not just a brand, it's a hub that brings creative out of their hiding. They do not just give exposure, they study your strength, they connect you with people that matters. This is how creative grows, not alone, but together. A lot of media guys used to have nicknames or usually get nicknames for themselves. I don't think Martin is a nickname.
No, Martins is my actual name.
You don't want to touch it up.
No, if anybody gives me a nickname I like, then fine.
Okay.
But nobody has given me a nickname yet.
So what brought about the name Akadari?
You said?
Akadari, what brought about the name Akadari?
So Akadari is a school of influence.
Yeah.
Aka meaning academy.
Oh.
You get, and Dari is a word in Swahili which means fame. Exactly. So it's a school, exactly, school of influence. So if you want to become a social media influencer, if you're a CEO looking for influence, if you're a pastor, anything at all where influence is needed, Akadari plays a role. You get. Eric, go and pass now. We are shooting.
All right, before I go back to the video, I want to tell about the sponsor of this video, Excel Creative Hub. It's a space here in Abuja, Nigeria. Are you in need of rentals? When I talk about rentals, equipment, cameras, lights, gimbals, stabilizers, any single thing you need for your creative production, you can get it here at Excel Creative Hub. It's a space where you can shoot your podcast, you can make your music video, your dance video, and all of this whole exciting thing that makes video so exciting. Yeah, Excel Creative Hub is a hub and not just a space that hosts young talent, old talent, whichever field you participate in, whether you're a photographer or a videographer or a sound artist or a producer, better to say, Excel Creative Hub is a place where you can create your visuals. And trust me, you will like it. So subscribe to this video. That's the only way you can help and assist the channel grows. Yeah, let's get right back to the video.
People have been calling it different names. Some call it Akadari. I see, that's how.
Wow.
That's how. Akadari, that's how. You get, but that is it. It has a tang, a ting to it.
What do you want Akadari to represent in Abuja ecosystem long term?
Akadari is not going to be an Abuja thing. Right now we are building a community here in Abuja, but it's going to spread very fast. You get from Lagos to about 3 countries already set up for 2026. You get it's closer to Sony, closer to Disney than anything.
Whoa.
You get, we are trying to build IPs, and then from the IPs we have products, we have different aspects of the business. Like we have the music department, like how Sony has Sony music. You get, how Disney has Disney music. But we asked, instead of calling it Akadari music, it's called SoundGrid. You get, it has its own name. You get, we have a modeling agency, we have an influencer management company, we have this, we have that. A lot is tied under Akadari, but we don't want all of them to have the Akadari name. We want them to be able to work independently. You get, so the community is one thing we are building.
Yeah.
But Akadari is not the community. You get, but Akadari is building a community for creatives here in Abuja. You get, and we are going to do that different other places in the world as well. You get, and also we have the event stuff. We call it the house. You get, where we have master classes, we have get-togethers, we have hangouts, all of that. Again, this is still under Akadari. It's going to be a combination of like TEDx and Coachella. You get, it's going to be the house.
Okay.
That's the event that we do. You get, it's going to be like a combination of TEDx and Coachella. TEDx in the sense that you can come for a master class, learn all of that. But Coachella for the events, for the parties, you get, for the networks, all of that. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be so big that down the line, people wouldn't even know Akadari owns it, you get. So there are different IPs we are building, but Akadari is the figurehead, you get. So that's why I keep saying Akadari is closer to Sony than anything. As Sony has cameras, we are going to have products. As Sony has games, we are going to have products. Sony has a network, you get, a picture studio, we are going to have that. A lot of what we do is similar to what Sony is now, you get.
What is that space you saw in Abuja that make you feel like we need to establish a space, not just for normal content creation, where we have creative come in to do what they do, but it's also a form of collaboration for other creatives? Yeah. Like.
Okay, so there's something that sparked everything, knowing that there's nobody coming to save us. You get, Nigeria is a very terrible place, and we can't wait on the leaders to come and do anything. And for the creative space, it is even worse because there's nobody that God has put in place or any authority that this person has to do this, so you have to hold them accountable. So it got to a point where I noticed if we want anything to change, we have to actually do that thing. Right? So from the creative space, noticing, okay, people don't collaborate as well, people don't come outside, people are kind of locked in, all of that. We want it to change. So we have to be the ones to engineer that change. As scary as it was, we're like, fine, let's try it. And then the reception was very good, better than expected. So that was the what I say, the gap we were trying to fill. You get, this is something that is very needed, especially in Abuja. I should not be the person championing it, you get, but I can come and I can start, just like light a small fire and allow it to blossom. And that was what we decided to do.
Do you have any fear in mind?
Fear?
Yeah.
I don't really have any fear. Like, if you ask some of my people now, I don't like money. So that's the only thing that helps me, you get. I am not attached to money at all. You get, money is only a tool. Like, I use a cracked iPhone 13, you get, but we spend almost 20 million every month. You get, I'm not attached to money. So if for any reason, today I have 5,000 naira in my account, that is fine. You get, the only fear is not achieving what we want to achieve. I know we are not going to fail. You get, with the help of God and everything, it's not possible for us to fail. Now, it might take longer for us to succeed, you get, but it is fine. You get? So I don't have that fear of, oh, what if tomorrow we don't have any money? That is fine if it happens. No, it's exciting, Seth. You get, it's going to, I'll be like, yes, you get, it's almost like the whole Silicon Valley stuff, you get. So it's exciting to me. But for people that oh, if there's no money in the account, this is bad. If there's no this is bad. If there's no this is bad. It's scary. But for me, I've never had any savings in my life. There've never been a time that I'm like, oh, I have 5 million in my account that I've saved up, or I have 2 million I've saved up. I'm not attached to money, which is a bad thing, but it can also be a positive. You get, everything just comes, it goes. If I start something now and it's not working, fine, maybe it will work later. You get, but there's no fear of failure. We are not going to fail, but it might take longer for us to succeed.
How can people partner or collaborate with Akadari? Creative people.
Okay, first of all, if they have money,
but firstly, what's your target audience?
Okay, I would say target audience, creatives doing things. You get, a lot of people send messages and they're like, oh, I'm a creative, or I'm a social media manager. They don't have any post. I'm a this, they don't have anything. I want to work with creatives that are not just posting on their page, but also building IPs. You get, oh, you're a creative, you're an influencer, but you also own this show. You're a creative, you're trying to start this stuff. You've done the pilot, you've done this episode. You're a creative, but you're shooting this stuff. You own this thing. Those are the kind of people we want to partner with. And then we also want to partner with people that have money and are strong enough and confident enough to work in entertainment or invest in entertainment, knowing it's not I bring 50 naira, I get 100 naira tomorrow, you get, but like I bring 50 naira at some point, you get, but there's that patience and everything. So those are the two type of people we need. As much as we cry for funding, I've had a lot of people approach me, you get, oh, they want to invest in this, they want to do this, they want to do this, but they don't understand I can't guarantee you anything next year. I can't tell you in 3 months' time I'm going to send you back 40 million. You get, because everything we are doing now requires patience. Patience is also one of the investments we are making. You get, but if it's someone that comes and they're like, you know what, let's just build this IP to this level. Let's attain this level of success. When we get there, we figure out something. Like the kind of people that have invested in things like Uber, they are still not profitable, but they understand, okay, this is the journey we are going on. You get all of that. So we are very careful with help.
Are you a creator, a videographer yourself?
Yes.
Or a media guy?
All of them.
Okay.
I started from making YouTube videos for myself early on to shooting my own music videos because I used to make music before. Every single thing was done by me because I didn't really have a team. I didn't have help. So again, if I wanted this, I had to do it myself.
When did you start? Like what year was this?
I think this was like 2018, 2019.
Oh, wow.
So I would have some of my friends, they will come around, we'll go and shoot
in Abuja.
YouTube videos. Yes, we used to do some crazy things. Like we tried to open the first lemonade stand in Abuja. You get, go homeless for 24 hours, all of these crazy things. It was just fun at the time, you get. When I started making music, we noticed, okay, to go to a studio and record so stuff was very expensive, you get. So we had to do it by ourselves. So we'll use like church mics and record nonsense, edit it, put it out. Same thing with the visuals. We'll use our phone, go record, learn to edit, put it out. So every single thing from the writing to the recording to the mixing, the mastering, to the visuals, to the shooting, editing, everything was done by me because I didn't really have any help, you get. So as we kept growing, it became easier to outsource a lot of things. Like I have someone now handling this, but I still have a general knowledge on every single thing. And with every video that has been on the Akadari page so far, I've been the one that edited it, you get. With maybe 9 out of 10, I shot it myself, you get. So I'm still a creative in that sense, you get. And it's fun, but I don't like when it becomes a job, you get. But it's fun so far.
When you started, you were shooting with your phone?
Yes.
Editing with what?
I started with Premiere Pro. That's one
good thing. Using
yes,
DaVinci.
I started. Yes, now I use DaVinci. Premiere Pro, if you don't want to be a thief, you get Premiere Pro is not really the right place to be because of their monthly subscriptions, you get. So with DaVinci, I was able to just pay once and then I have it for life, you get. And yes,
you paid for it?
Yes.
We stole it. We got the crack. We got the crack.
No, at this point, you're making enough money from your stuff that you can afford it. I think it's just $300 or something.
Yeah, it is.
So we paid for it. Even most of the softwares we use, we try to pay for it. Things like FL Studio, all of them. If it's a one-time payment, I'm down to pay for it. But if it's monthly, you understand, like then we might just swim or surf the high seas, you understand?
I don't want to go deep into softwares and all that stuff, but personal preference, I prefer DaVinci to Premiere Pro. Because it's more sophisticated, it's more professional, it's on the pro level. You know,
it's a lot better.
For you, according to what you said you moved because of the subscriptions.
Subscription was one of the main things. Now with DaVinci, when I went in, they told me, oh, it's not going to be hooking as much. But I experienced more shutdowns and lags with DaVinci than Premiere Pro, but I still prefer DaVinci for what I do. You
started filmmaking as a hobby. You know, you're just doing it because of the fun, you love this. But when did it click to you that it's no longer a hobby, but now it's a career?
Okay, I'm going to say something, I hope it's not taken the wrong way, but I've always known. Like we are at this point now, but I'm already working on our 20,000 seater auditorium, something similar to Madison Square Garden. I don't have the funding to do it. You get, I cannot do it. Yes.
Is it the one you showed me?
No, it's not here. You get, we've not even gotten the land. It's going to be very, very big. So we might end up putting it in Lagos and not Abuja, you get. But this is something that has to be done. It's going to be like Madison Square Garden, but in Nigeria here. It has to be done. Right now, I don't have the funds, I don't have the network, I don't have the connection to do it. But I know it is coming. Next year we might start. Next 2 years we might start. You get. So if someone asks me then, you get, how did I know this was good? I have known it since, you get. Like with everything we are doing now, we haven't still started. We are supposed to do influencer products, like things like Prime, things like Feastables. There's so much we are supposed to do, you get. And all of these things are already in the works, but we cannot jump steps. So a lot of what we are doing now is just, okay, this is still like the foundation. In a year, in 2 years, none of this is going to be recognizable, you get. So what you are seeing here now is something that we've had in mind like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, but we had to follow due process to now. If I show you the IPs that we are just starting now, it's something that since 2020, 2019, 2021, I have notes of them. You get, oh, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this. So I have always known that, okay, we are going to do something like this, but I knew it's not something that can be rushed. You get? Like as I'm crying for funding now and all of that, imagine I now go and start building the 20,000 auditorium where I now have to spend like 40 billion or 20 billion or something crazy. You get, it cannot work. But I know from this point, we are going to get to this phase. And then from this phase, we are going to get to this phase. You get? The only thing now is, by the grace of God, let's move fast. So in 2 years, we are now launching the new place, or we are breaking ground, or we are doing this. But I know where we have to be. That's why the closest thing I can say is just think of us as Sony. You cannot see it now, but we have products that we are bringing. We are going to be creating, maybe not cameras, but our own physical, a lot, even softwares, a lot is coming. But as of now, we can't really do most of them again. So we are just planning, okay, preparing all of that. But very soon it's going to come to light. So when did I know we are going to be doing all of this? I've known this for so long now. I'm just happy that we are starting. We've done 3 events. And in those 3 events, I've lost about 5 million. Again, with every event, I'm going into it with the intention of losing money. You get? Now, to use this space for an event cost about 1.5 to 2 million. And whenever we use this space for those events, it's normally done on Saturdays. So every single booking is refunded, or we don't take any booking. So not just that, oh, this is our stuff, we don't pay for the place, you get, but we lose about 1 to 1.5 million from not, you get, letting this place out for that Saturday, you get. And aside that, now we handle feeding, you get. We bring food, chicken, all of that. We handle drinks, you get. We create opportunities. We bring press. We call some special invitees. We pay something here. We pay something here. We bring crew. So much, and there's none that we made any money. You get. The last one was the first that we decided, okay, let's charge something that covers at least one aspect of it. The 25,000. But even with that, I didn't get any single money. I told the host, Sammy and Tochi, you know what, let them pay directly to your account. You get, you guys should use it and pay for some of the distance, and that was it. So the operational cost, I still lost money. You get. So it's not like a business yet. Because one thing is, if I start selling like 200 tickets, I can make a profit. I can make money. But if 200 people come, it becomes a lot harder to actually have them benefit anything from it. You get, with 200 people, how long will it take before it's everybody's turn? So we try to make it 30 to 50 people max. You get. So when you come, I talk to you one-on-one, you connect, you get opportunities, you eat. It's a lot of fun. And with the coming year, 2026, there's going to be a lot more. You get, we are adding more things, buying new things, all of that. So all of the events is a loss leader, but we are just hoping, again, someday somebody else wakes up and they're like, you know what, let me also do this thing these guys are doing. Yes.
What have you noticed or observed that, nah, this is good and we serve long term? You know, you can ride with it, from the creative that came around. And what do you observe? What gave you joy? Or what makes you feel like the money you spent is worth spending?
Okay. So with most of these events, the networking opportunity we create, I feel like it cannot be understated. the fact that like the first one we did with the female artists, they didn't know themselves. They are making music but very remote. This one is doing here, this one, and they came and this one now knows this one, this one knows this one. They're now creating music together. They're now calling themselves learning together. They are able to build up. With the one we did with Joe Legend, the YouTube stuff. Imagine the amount of people that are now collaborating. You get making YouTube videos together, learning from this, doing this, all of that. And with the creative one that we did last, so much connection. Because one thing with Abuja is everybody is very independent. It's like an island. You don't get to grow and learn from someone. But with what we did now, we are noticing people are stepping out of their comfort zone. You get people are trying this, people are doing this. That was very beautiful. Even if that's all we were able to create, that was beautiful. Just that on its own. You get. Imagine me now meeting 5 other people that want to change the world here and do this here, and it's going to be very exciting. You get. That's pretty much what we've seen and has given us a level of comfort.
Have you tried creating in Lagos before?
I have never been to Lagos. It is crazy, yeah? I have never. Every time I'm supposed to be in Lagos, I try to send a representative. I'm going to have to go 2026, but so far, I've never been to Lagos. We even decided to open another location in Lagos, and because of the flood that happened just before we paid the rent, we had to, you understand, step back. I love Lagos. I love the energy there and everything, but I haven't been there yet.
Do you consider Lagos chaotic for creativity?
It is very chaotic from what I've heard. You get, and the way, you see, there's this thing where everybody feels like they have sense, you understand? Everyone thinks they are smarter than the other person, and so I just don't like the aspect of Lagos from what I hear, you get. Now, I might go to Lagos and it's very different, but from what everybody sees, from what I hear, it's an awesome place, but it's very stressful, you get. So down the line, maybe in a month or two, I'm going to go to Lagos, do some work, set up some things, but yes, so far I just haven't been.
Yeah, so there's this saying about Abuja people, they have pride.
They have
and
pride.
It's not just Abuja people, but when it comes to the creative space, a lot of creative here in Abuja.
They do have pride.
It's crazy. So what do you have to say about
the Abuja pride is a weird one because it doesn't even come from results, you get. It is one thing to be proud when you've achieved so much.
Yeah.
It's another thing to be proud to be a local champion. You get? How can you have 5,000, 10,000 followers and then you're proud? You have 50,000 followers and you're not hungry. You're acting like you've succeeded. Because here in Abuja, you don't really have a lot of competition. You get?
Yeah.
If we are able to see people in Abuja start competing with those in Lagos, and then those abroad, everyone is going to wake up. But I see influencers, I see models, I see people, 5,000, 10,000 followers, and they're very reserved. Oh, this is against my brand. It doesn't make any sense.
Do you think with what Akadari is trying to do now, right, to create a lot of competition in the Abuja creative ecosystem space?
Eventually. Right now, we need a lot of money to effect change. We need to do a lot of things, you get? And when that finance hits, it's going to change a lot because we are trying to make it fun to be a creative, you get? We want it to be exciting to be in front of the camera, you get? We want to also make it very rewarding to be, you get? And we need finance to do a lot of things, from the events to the opportunities to the networks, all of that. Immediately there's adequate finance, we feel like all of these things are going to change.
For people who want to collaborate at Akadari, what should they bring to the table?
Okay, I'm very particular about the Abuja creative scene. Even if you don't give anything to Akadari itself, if you're able to help any creative, even if it's just one in Abuja here, then come, we can partner. If you're able to teach them, if you're able to provide opportunities for them, if you're able to help them network, if you're able to host them, whatever you can do that's going to help the Abuja creatives, that is fine, we can partner. And if you don't know what you can do and you have finance, you have the funds, then we can do that. Like this December, I wanted to give out 10 million to creatives here in Abuja. It's not going to be physical cash. You get from softwares to hardwares to access to store credits, different things. But it cannot just be us. It was supposed to be we, different brands, different creative houses, all of that. But I was unable to put it all together. You get so as much as I want to do a lot of good, it's very, very, very limited. You get so if anybody wants to partner with Akadari, just as long as you're able to provide anything at all to the creative scene, then we can put something together. You get and if you don't know, you can bring money and we can still use that and help them.
Okay. You spoke about fundings.
Yes.
What challenge are you having regarding fundings?
Okay, so one thing that you tend to notice when you've crossed a certain point is that failure is imminent. Failure is going to occur. You get, and with trying to thank God they brought light. With trying to build anything, you have to be ready to fail. You get a lot of people neglect this and they end up quitting. For example, now, as I told you, we are trying to start a food network, an IP. Yeah? In starting that now, we might spend 25 million and that might fail. If that fails and I have no money to start something else, that's the end of the journey. You get it's just like all of these venture capitalists. They invest in 10, 20 softwares, startups in the with the goal, with the aim that if one succeed, they make a lot of money. You get so with what we are doing now, we need enough funds to fail. You get and keep going. You get aside that, we need to invest in gear, cameras, a lot of them. We need systems, we need lights, we need connections, we need network, a lot of them. It's very expensive. And the way it is now, I fund everything. You get and then remember, I'm funding to fail. You get so I take 5 million and I put in this with the goal that this might fail. But fine, I've burned 5 million now. I have to now go and look for another 5 million to now come and burn again. You get so I might do that 10 times before one succeeds. You understand? And when there's no funding, it is hard to take these chances. It is hard to go all in. You get because if it fails, there's little to nothing you can do. But if there's enough funding where there's think of it as trading, forex. You get if you have $1,000, you don't use 1,000 per trade. You might use 100, so you have 10 shots. You get so something like this now, where for every IP we are spending about 20 million, we should realistically be starting with about 200 million. You get so if this one fails, fine, we move to this. If this fails, fine, we move to this. You understand? If this is able to hold itself, we move to this other one. But where it's the way it is now, every money I burn, I myself have to now go and work super hard. Other places, raise more money and come and say, I can burn this one now. And then if it burns, I go. It's very, very, very tedious. That's why you see what we do now, we are trying to be a lot safer and start with things that one are more cost effective and things that are a little more proven. So we know, this is not going to be too hard to succeed in, you get. But if there was enough funds, there's this lady with one really beautiful show idea. But I know to do that, we need like 30 million. And there's no guarantee that it works. You get. So I cannot go and do that now, you get. But if there was funding and we are allowed to fail, we are able to do all of those kind of things. So funding is going to unlock so much, not just for us, but for the whole creative community. Start this thing. If you fail, move to the next. But in a world where you start and if you fail, that is the end, we almost never start. You get. So that is why our funding is very, very important.
But what challenges have you faced aside fundings? Have you had challenges with Abuja creators, the creative ecosystem, within this short period of time you're trying to build this?
Yes, there's something. It's a common thing with human beings. If something is too good to be true, oftentimes it's too good to be true. You get. So we've noticed when we approach a creative, and we are like, like there's this person, very, very attractive, very good on camera. You understand? They have like this energy to them, beautiful. And I was like, we can build this IP around you. You get? We can literally make you famous. We'll handle this. This is going to suit you perfectly. All you have to do is just show up. And even with that, first of all, they'll be very excited. Oh, thank you so much for the opportunity. This. When it's time to come, many times they don't even come for once. You get that first day, they don't. And then the ones that come the first day, after the first, second time, they are like, I'm not making money yet. And it's like, okay, this is like an investment.
Yeah.
It's going to take time. As you're not making money now, we are burning tens of millions on you. You get, it's going to take time. But it's hard to explain this or have people understand this. That's why currently now I only want to work with people that are already building something. So they understand the wait period. They understand, okay, this is an investment. And when we come in, they understand the burdens we are taking off their shoulder. You understand? And that is it. Working with anyone here, I don't know why they are like that, but a lot of them have that trait.
If you're a creative in Abuja and you're tired of being unseen, I believe this is a sign. This is Christmas, you know. In a few days we'll be entering a new year. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what should we be expecting for Akadari in year 2026?
The main thing is it's the whole talk is going to stop. Year 2026, we need to have at least 3 to 4 successful IPs. We are starting the food network. We are going to have one of the biggest food-related IP in Africa, and this is going to happen 2026. We are already prepping everything, so we are not waiting for the new year to start.
Yeah.
But from January, episodes are going to be out. Now, aside that, we need 2 other very, very successful IPs. Immediately, we are able to build these IPs, it becomes easier to push people through them. You get, if I have a show now where we get like 1,500,000 viewers, you get, I can bring you and then introduce you to 500,000 people, and then you can start your career from there. We've seen people like Kaisenat do this multiple times. Like how he just brought Ray from nowhere, and Ray now has a deal with whether Nike or Adidas. You get, from nowhere he brought Tota. You get, and these people were not even speaking proper English. You get, but he found success because he had a platform. You get, so now we are not only making people platforms, we are creating platforms to make people. You understand? So 2026, we need very successful IPs. We are also starting our own documentary, 2026. That is a documentary where we start documenting everything.
Yeah.
From this point to when we reach a $1 billion valuation, which is insane. Yes. Right now we are valued at around $1.5 million, but we want to hit a $1 billion valuation. And then by the grace of God, that is going to be achieved within 3 years. You get, but it's going to be exciting. You get, because the whole craziness, you're going to get to see it. You're going to get to see the crew. It's going to be real. You understand? So the people that have crushes on themselves, you understand? The people that are not doing well, the people that are doing well, the people that have high aspirations and everything, you get to see all of it. And we hope it's going to be called The Factory. You understand?
That's what I've been calling it.
Exactly. It's going to be awesome. So we're already working on the whole plot, but remember, we are trying to build so much. So spending time doing this is taken away from other places because of finance.
You need a lot of things. You need
crew. We need we need a larger team. We need gears. We need so much. Again, but by the grace of God, we'll be able to get all of those. And yes.
Okay, if you could restart your journey and what you know now, what would you have changed?
I would start posting on social media, because even till now, I find it hard to post on my personal page. I don't know why.
I remember you made mention of you not being able to post.
Yes, I always feel somehow posting on my personal page. I don't know if it's because when I created that page, I was making music. So I feel like nobody cares about all of these things. I don't know. But from the short time I've posted, I've met some of the most beautiful, the most awesome people that have actually changed my life in just a very short period of time. And it becomes easier to actually build stuff.
Yeah.
It is scary putting things out, but know that it doesn't have to be polished. It doesn't have to be perfect. You get, just put it out. Treat social media as your diary. You get, don't do too much, but do a lot. You get.
What's your advice for Abuja creative or creative in general?
Okay, so I would say there's a lot of money in creativity. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're creative, if you don't make any money, you're going to stop being creative. If you're creative, if you don't make any money, you cannot continue. You're going to burn out. Yeah, so with everything you do, make sure you're able to make something from it. You get. Be very hungry. Even if you have 5,000, if you have 10,000 followers, be hungry for more. You understand? Try to network. Be open to opportunities. You get, and that is it pretty much. If you get influence, you'll be able to get more money. You get. If you don't have any money, you're going to stop. So money is very important. You get, but you cannot now sell your soul for the money.
Yeah.
Just know that if you build influence, money is going to come. You get. So we whatever you do, try to be the best. And being the best isn't competing with any other person, but just try to be more entertaining than you were with the last video. People are going to come and find a way to monetize the attention you have. You get as early, as fast as you can. That's the only thing that's going to guarantee you a long time, a long stay in this whole industry.
Yeah, you speak about influence. I realized that, or I observed that a lot of Abuja creative are really stuck in their space. They don't like coming out, even though they get to see things like this. You know, some are still like very skeptical to attend. You know, so what do you have to say to such creative? They have good ideas, they have great ideas, but it's like a thing in Abuja, right? They don't like going out. They don't like attending seminars, events like this, master classes, and all of that stuff. And this is what Akadari is building. You know, yeah. So
I would say, I don't blame them. If we have more success stories, it's going to change. If I'm here now like this and I start posting content tomorrow, and then you're my friend, you don't post content, and then next week you see me with a car, and I tell you, oh, I was making content and I made money, and you will start making content.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that has pushed the fraud culture, especially in Nigeria. We see evidence. You can be with someone today and they are poor, they are broke. Tomorrow they have a GLE. You get, you will now go and tell them, show me way, show me way. If we have more successful creatives, especially here in Abuja, you get, we see people like Pella, we see people like what's his name, Kataifi. They are doing very well in streaming. Now a lot of people are now streaming as well. You get, but for some reason people feel there's a large barrier to entry. They feel like they need to know this person and know this person and know this person before they start streaming. But it's not the case. And then a lot of these people are not very honest. If you know the money they are making, and then if more people are making it in front of you, you're going to start streaming. You get, if I wake up today, now tomorrow you see I have a G-Wagon, I have this, and then you come and ask me, oh, how? You get, and I honestly tell you, oh, it's from making content on YouTube. And then you're like, how come? I'm like, it's not hard. Just every day before I go out, I just do something for 5 minutes and boom, you're going to start doing it. You get, so in Abuja here now, we need more success stories. You get? If I had enough funds, if I had enough finance, I would have just inflated itself, which means people posting regularly that have good potential. I just send them 5 million, I send 10 million, I send 2 million, I send 1 million. A lot of people will start. You get? This is something, again, that helped the music culture. Every single person wants to make music. Because you see people like Rema, you see people like Fireboy, you see people like Wizkid, Davido, you see the lifestyle, you see everything. And you know that it can just happen out of nowhere. If we had the same mentality with posting content, if you can see honestly that you're one content away from buying your own car, one content away from buying your own house, a lot of people will get into this. They wouldn't be shy. You get? Making content should be something you're proud of. And we are going to make it become that very, very soon. But we do need success stories, you get.
True. Do you consider yourself a genius?
I will not say I consider myself a genius, but I think differently. That's the only thing I can say, you get. I like to see the other side of, you understand? Okay, if this is happening, why are people saying this? Why are people answering this? Why are people thinking like this? And then I'm very objective with everything. So I don't think I'm a genius, but we thank God.